Welcome. In this video, we'll show you how Per Diem Tracker can work for you. For this demo, we've created a trip and we can select it simply by tapping on it. Right away, you'll see the trip overview is loaded with a ton of information right at your fingertips. Starting at the top, you'll find the start and end dates along with the trip type. Next is your trip destination or destinations, followed by your trip's total authorized per diem, broken down into maximum lodging and total meals and incidental expenses. Our computations are based on guidelines set by the Joint Federal Travel Regulations Manual, so you can relax knowing we've already calculated your first and last travel day at 75% of the M&IE rate. Next is what really sets Per Diem Tracker apart. The per diem spending rates. The suggested daily rate is what you can spend without going over your authorized per diem, and since we've already taken into account the JTFR, we can take it a step further and figure out what you can spend per day without going over your authorized per diem rate. Additionally, we've provided you a current daily rate which averages how much you've spent per day. You'll know whether you can splurge tonight or save for tomorrow. And finally, Per Diem Tracker tracks how much you have left in your per diem after your expenses are entered. Right at your fingertips, you can see how much you have remaining, what you have on your travel card, and what you have in cash. You won't find another application that gives you all this information in one place. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the tab bar, the trip overview, which we just covered, the expenses tab, which we'll cover in a moment, and the email tab, where you can send your expenses to a work or home email address to aid you in filling out your travel claim. Let's go ahead and enter some expenses. Simply tap the expenses tab and you are immediately taken to the expenses page. At the top of the page, you'll see your total expenses, authorized per diem, and your remaining per diem. To add an expense, simply tap the add button in the upper right hand corner. You can change the date if necessary, but we'll start with the expense category. The list of possible expenses matches those already in the defense travel system. Simply scroll through to find your expense and tap on it. For this example, we're going to show you another unique feature only Per Diem Tracker has, the ability for an ATM withdrawal. While not really an expense, it has some unique features we'd like to show you. Entering the method of payment and amount are the same for all expenses, so we'll fast forward a bit. Since this is an ATM withdrawal, we've selected our travel credit card for method of payment and entered $100 as the amount for the ATM withdrawal. The unique features that are optional and displayed only for the ATM withdrawal are the ATM service fee, the fee charged at the ATM machine, and the ATM advance fee. This is the percentage charged by the bank for making an ATM advance on a credit card. Although it says fee, it is entered as a whole percent. We'll go ahead and enter the ATM service fee of $1.50 and 2% for the advance fee, which is the current government credit card rate. One more feature that is displayed for all expenses is the reimbursable selection. All expenses are defaulted to match DTS. However, you can override this setting. Okay, we've finished entering an expense. Click Save in the upper right-hand corner and return to the expense page. Your newly entered expense is now displayed in the list. Notice that the ATM expense is $3.53 more than you withdrew. That's because we've added in the reimbursable expenses of the ATM advance fee and service fee to this withdrawal. You'll note at the top of the screen that your total expenses have changed, but your remaining per diem is still the same. Why is this? Well, since you haven't spent any money and the $3.53 is reimbursable, which doesn't count against your per diem, the ATM withdrawal is just considered unspent per diem in cash. For this demo, I'm going to add another expense just as we did before, this time a $10 lunch paid in cash. Select the Trip Overview tab. Notice that your current daily rate is $10, the money spent on lunch. You have $298 remaining in per diem, with $208 remaining on your travel card, and $90 remaining in cash. All these computations are automatically done for you each time you enter an expense. And that's it. That's how Per Diem Tracker can help you save money on every trip. And remember to register at our website, blacktwigsoftware.com.